Yeah. Is that Tennessee color?
No.
No. Let me know when you're all good, Ryan. All right, Steven, great finish and a nice round to start. Talk us through 18 and just perceive this course or feel about it, I guess, now compared to earlier in your career. Do you feel like it sets up better or the same? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those golf courses that if you're hitting it good and you're hitting it straight, you can make a lot of birdies. Maybe not with the wind, but if it's calm, you can make some birdies. The greens are really good. The rough is literally the thickest I've ever seen it here. I had a line one, our first hole, that I tried to hit a 9-iron and it went about 100 yards. So it's really thick in some in some spots, especially in the morning when it's dewy. It gets wet. I mean, it's thick. So it's a nice test this week. Obviously, with the wind today and tomorrow, it'll be a nice test. And then once it gets firmed up on the weekend, it'll be the same.
The wind is supposed to pick up this afternoon. How will the course? In what ways will the course play more difficult just with that wind?
I mean, yeah, it's wind, Kev. No, it's one of those golf courses. It's a lot of crosswinds, I feel like, and these fairways aren't really the widest. And with the rough being thick, you're struggling with par, even on the par fives. I'd be interested to see some of those par fives probably played pretty hard today. So it's one of those golf courses. If you hit good drives and you can get pretty close, but if you're in some trouble, you can make a couple, 3, 4, 5 bogeys in a row easily.
Does the forecast? Did you look at the forecast at all, like Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah, so I did look at it, and I was fingers crossing on an early late wave, and the dream came true. But no, you win some, you lose some. I've had terrible waves before, and it looks like we may get a little better end of the stick on this one. But who knows? Maybe it'll stop blowing and it'll be nice in the morning, and you never know. But the weather forecast did look pretty nasty in the morning. I think 50 or 48 or something out of north. So totally different wind tomorrow. I would imagine out of the north a little colder. That golf course is going to play different again. Some of the par fives might be downwind that we're into the wind today. So yeah, it's a different challenge for sure.
No.